Hi, everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Danny Sanger Official. I'm your host, Danny Sanger. I'm a certified life coach, NLP master practitioner, and I'm also trained in the Synegus method, authored by the one and only Suki Vaivala. In this series, I'm going to address some of the frequently asked questions that get raised as part of a conversation that I might typically have with anybody who's curious and wants to know more about the coaching work that I do. And the format for the series is that today's video I'm going to keep relatively light by way of an introductory video to the rest of the series. What I will do is use it to answer a couple of the questions that are typically asked initially as part of that conversation. But as the videos progress, what I'll provide as content for those videos will be the more specific and detailed questions that get raised, and that's very much in line with the way a conversation would typically progress when I'm talking to anyone about the coaching work. So with that in mind, the first question I will answer is the one that's typically the first question I get asked, and that is, Danny, who do you work with? So I work with individuals who are relatively already highly successful, high performers within a profession that they've chosen. That means that they are actually relatively highly exposed to the public spotlight. So by that, in terms of some examples, I mean to say people like TV presenters, actors or actresses, anyone in front of a camera or on stage, through to sports professionals such as footballers, and then also businessmen, businesswomen, so entrepreneurs who are already relatively successful to the extent that they have attracted or drawn the attention of the public and are continuing to operate their businesses within that landscape. So those are the types of individuals that I work with. And the next question off the back of that typically is that next question that gets raised is, so Danny, why do you only work with these types of individuals? So if I may provide you with a bit of my own background to then highlight how my background and my journey has effectively coincided with working with these individuals, or led me to working with these individuals. I come from what is essentially around 15 years worth of a change background. So as a change consultant, working predominantly within the financial service industry, I've worked in that capacity of a change consultant, supporting projects and teams, and evolving myself through the years as someone who provided one-to-one support for individuals, my peers, my colleagues, individuals that I've led or been responsible for within that project setting, and also those that have managed me in a project environment. So I provided one-to-one support, which has been effectively managing the individual's personal challenges, whether they were related to the job in hand within the workplace, or something more personal, home related, or otherwise within that space. And as my own journey has evolved and continued, I've experienced some personal scenarios as well, which have driven me or led me towards becoming a more fully fledged official coach a few years back. And my own social circle and professional circle, effectively having such individuals that I've already described being within those circles, I've coincided with my own journey as a coach with issues or challenges that have been raised or discussed with these individuals, more so in the capacity of a friendship. But then with my newly acquired qualifications in that space a few years back, it's meant that I've effectively formalized a coaching relationship with some of these individuals, and then worked through those challenges that they've specifically been experiencing to successfully overcome those. So that's how I've effectively ended up working with these types of individuals. It's been very organic and natural because of these individuals already being part of my social and professional network. And then in terms of me continuing to work with just these types of individuals, given my first experience as a fully fledged coach has been working with these individuals, I have very much developed a great deal of depth and experience understanding exactly how these individuals operate, what the specifics are to the challenges that they typically experience, which is what I will provide you with more detail on in subsequent videos. And given that any business typically will provide you with a valued service or product which is specific to a target market, in very much the same vein, I'm continuing to hone in and provide what is effectively a very targeted and specific offering, because my coaching, the way I deliver, how I operate, and what I do with my clients is very specific to work for them, given the type of lifestyles they lead, the schedules that they have, or any other circumstances which are a little bit more tailored to these types of personalities. So in very much that vein, I've then continued to focus in and provide that type of a coaching service to these individuals. And that's very similar to any other product or service that businesses would typically provide. So, for example, cars, you have a make and model to suit every audience out there, every target consumer. Rather than trying to provide the one car that effectively will serve everybody's purpose, you have a different car or make or model that serves a purpose for a particular segment of the market out there. So, in very much the same way, I do that with these types of clients rather than trying to be everything to everybody. And I enjoy what I do and the results that we experience when we partner up. So, I continue to work within this space. That's essentially as much as I wanted to cover as part of today's video. As I say, subsequent videos will have more specific questions answered, which by all means, please use the comment section below to add any further questions that you might have that you'd wish me to answer, and I'll incorporate those into the subsequent videos as well. Please also do like the video, and please do subscribe to the channel, and please do humbly accept my request to share my content as well with anybody else that you wish to share with. I would be very grateful for any feedback. Again, if you use the comment section below, provide some feedback. Let me know if there's anything specific that you would like me to address, whether it's part of this series or a separate series that I can set up as a theme to address anything else over and above the specific questions that I'm looking to address as part of this series. Otherwise, thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to joining you in my next video. Thank you, and take care for now. Bye-bye.